Well, hello, General Hospital Daily Recap fans. I tell you, good night's sleep, rejuvenated. I'm ready to dive into these comments. I'm ready to dive into comment corner. Let me make sure I'm starting on the comments for Tuesday. So today's, yeah, Tuesday, October the 11th. Tuesday, October the 11th. And then I'm going to go to the comments from yesterday, October the 12th. So I'm going to cover both days worth of comments. Now, for our commenter, Susan, who does a beautiful, long written recap, although she didn't today. So I will go through her comment. I'm going to dive right into these comments. Susan said, I love how Nicholas brought Esme to a room that needs cleaning, because he did say, you're going to have to bring a vacuum. Okay. But it does have a bathroom. And then he locks her in there. She can't go anywhere. Now, if anyone else gets attacked, I know, right? If anyone else gets attacked, if not, we can't believe, it's either Esme or it's not Esme, bottom line. And if something happens now, we know that chick was telling the truth. Lord have mercy. And he will most likely get a paternity test, because you know what a liar she is. Exactly. You know what a liar she is. She could go call the PCPD and let them know where to find her. But you want to know what? I don't think it's the PCPD she'll call, because they're coming with handcuffs, right? But I guess she might say, no, she wouldn't say I'd rather have handcuffs in jail than be up here in this big room with my own private bath, and I'm gonna get 3 square meals that will include some of the good stuff, because I'm gonna have a long list of what I want, right? So I don't think she'll be calling the PCPD. And unfortunately, Esme, you have no friends, right? And it's still locked up. So no one else could come and sneak you out of there. And then let's see, he can tell them that he caught her breaking into his house, which is true. We did see her in the safe. He needs to change the locks on everything, even the code to his safe. Yes, Nicholas, change the code to your safe. Okay. Victor found some strawberries on the phone in the bedroom. I know, Lucy, you're such a snoof, but you got strawberries smudged on the phone. And bottom line, you couldn't put that phone on right? Some detective you are, and you bragging to Valentine and Anna how good you are, and they need you, and no, you don't want to be off the case. And then it says Cam and Joss had a chance to spend some time together. Yeah, just a little bit. Okay, she's gonna come back to Kelly's if she comes back. Well, she said meet him after the shift. So she'll be wondering what's going on. Now, remember what was Jocelyn fit to be tied where Cameron was concerned? When he did not tell that Spencer was on Trina's side the whole time, Jocelyn had the nerve to kind of call into question for a minute their relationship. I can't trust you to tell me the truth. Oh, what? Dex does not fall into that scenario? Yeah, Joss. Okay. But let's realize she is 19 years old. No, they all had their 18th birthday party. They haven't had the teens haven't had their 19th birthday party yet. Okay. And then Kiki says, Felicia's most likely Esme's mother. I don't see it. At what point did Felicia forget she had a kid? Felicia doesn't have any problems having kids. She just gives them the Mac to raise. So at what point, and look at Esme's age, at what point did Felicia have a child well after Georgie died? I don't see it being Felicia. I don't see it at all. And then Lisa says, yes, assistant mayor is working for Victor. Robert should have called Laura. It's not the 70s. Laura has a cell phone. I know, right? But no, no, no. Laura is out there on the scalpel helping build that house, okay? Because we're talking planes still exist. Her parents were never in danger, right? So Laura's grandson is about to go to Pittenville. She couldn't have said, Mama, look, I'm gonna leave you and your husband in this hotel. I'm just gonna be gone for 2 days because I'm coming to America. Okay. And I'm gonna go see my grandson off into Pittenville. And then Mama, I'm gonna be back, right? No, Laura is just MIA to everything during this period. So let's see. Lucy is pushing Victor too hard for information. Yes, she is. Trina should out, go out her gut. Oh, go on her gut. Something is wrong. And I'm thinking, ooh, I'm hoping it's not Rory. She is not ready to share a hotel room. I thought it was a policeman's award thing too. Me too. Not a comic book thing, because no, look, you go into, well, yeah, there are a lot of women that like Comic-Con, like comic books, like all of that, but it's mainly men that like going to those kinds of things. You know, the majority are men. Women go, yes, women like comic books and all of that. Because trust me, when my children were young, and you know, sometimes you watch what your children watch just so that you're spending some quality time with them. Boy, our house was a big Dragon Ball Z house. I could tell you what Goku was about to do. So, look, I women do like comics. And sometimes if there's absolutely, like, I will turn on the TV before I go to sleep because it helps me just wind down. And it's usually mindless TV, something I don't have to think about, something that I'm not following. Like, I don't watch my soap operas to wind down because I'm taking notes. But if I flip by a good anime, sometimes even today, I'm laying there and I'm watching it because it's mindless for me. Okay, so yeah, we thought it was a policeman's award dinner too. I thought it was something you kind of get dressed up for, because then I could say, you know what, Rory, I am gonna go support. You know, maybe you're gonna get Rookie of the Year. I want to be there with you for that, but not to see you dressed up in a costume going from table to table with some lifesavers going on, or God forbid a hook. So anyway, Dante believing Dex and seeing his beat up body. Really, Dante? Between Dante and Jordan, they'll never solve a case. That is so true. They need Chase back on the force. Did Esme think she could run out of the house? I know. She was lying out of her mouth. Esme cannot tell the truth to save her life. To save her life. Saying she is pregnant with his baby. Could have been anybody's. That's Esme. Esme could have planned sleeping with him and then had the sperm donor place already, had her appointment the next day. I mean, we just don't know with Esme, but a DNA test is going to tell. A DNA test is going to tell. Let's see. She's asking him for money, really saying she would tell Ava that pushed her over the parapet. Yeah, I'm going to tell Ava, but I better be behind glass, right? Because Ava will fight her, and she does know that now. And then lock her butt up. Yes, he got locked up. Before they think it's a Cassadine baby, they need to test her. I know. My goodness, Nicholas is a coward. You know, Michael is blind to Willow being sick. Stupid of him. Rory may be walking Trina into danger, whether he knows it or not. I love your channel, and I am subscribed. Thank you. Please subscribe, everybody. If you are not, subscribe. See you next time. God bless you. God bless you too. And then Anita says, I honestly don't think Esme is the Hook killer. She is psychotic, but a Hook? I don't see it. You know what? I mean, they are doing that. And when you say it, but a hook, you don't see it, but a hooker, do you see it? I'm just joking. I'm just joking. Okay. Nakisha says, I really like your format, engaging viewers' thoughts into the comments. See, that's what I'm doing right now. That's why I had to have this special comment corner. The other creators copy that now. Are they copying? Guess what? They can't copy my look. There is gray. I'm just going to show you just a little bit. There is gray up under there. Whoa. So I think just by perusing around, because I see other channels. I am one of the oldest recap people. I'm one of the oldest out there, if not the oldest, of those that we can see. I have been watching I remember General Hospital in black and white. Okay. I mean, goodness, I'm in my 60s. I'm right there now. I've got some beloved viewers, daily recap commenters older than me, but I do like the fact that I carry some of the history. But you know what? That's what this is all about. So if other people are talking, taking your comments and putting them out there versus just their own thoughts, I love it because it's your comments that remind me of the history of the show. And that's what I love. Okay. So she says, feel good to know you're inspiring others. Thank you, Nikisha. Ron says, Nicholas should call Esme's bluff. A real man wouldn't put up with her behavior. I know. Look, she's acting like his bratty daughter. Spencer is his bratty son. Esme is acting like his bratty daughter, and Nicholas doesn't understand it because he's too busy being a bratty grown man. That's Nicholas, right? Let's see. Shouldn't put up with her behavior. The things in her mind and how she treats men, as long as she can continue to get away with it. Yes, she does, and he's just letting her. She's the queen of that castle. Shirley says, they say that Esme's nanny could be her mother. Could be. And she could be the killer too. She might be avenging all those that were against Esme. She just might. I hope that Esme really is pregnant for Nicholas because it would serve him right after cheating on Ava with his son's girlfriend. He would he would not have no other choice but to protect her because if he thinks it's his baby. Yes, I know, he thinks so till she has it, right? And then for some reason, that's the mother of my child. No matter what she's done, she's okay, right? He would have no, okay, I already read that, but the mother of his child. I wonder, Trina doesn't really want to go on a trip with Roy because of what's going on in Port Charles, or if she's kind of saving herself for Spencer. That's a thought. She might really secretly be saving herself for Spencer. Sonny was getting through to Michael until Nina showed up and ruined the moment. She ruins everything. Yes, she does. Now she's sticking her nose in Willow's business and doesn't stop. If she doesn't stop, she could ruin 3 relationships. Nina's not going to stop. Let's face that. Now Nicholas gets what he deserves for sleeping with his son's father. I mean, sleeping with his son's girlfriend. But guess what? Poor Ava. Poor Ava. Ava was with Morgan when she slept with his father. I forget, they slept with each other at somebody's funeral. Sonny was grieving. It couldn't have been Morgan's. Was it Morgan's? Because I kind of thought this is why I need comment corner. I need somebody to give me some history. When Ava turned up pregnant, initially didn't Morgan think the baby was his? I think Morgan was still alive. And then it came out that it was Sonny's baby because she had slept with his father. See, slept with his father. So you sleep with your boyfriend's father. Nicholas slept with his son's girlfriend. And guess what? Ava was pregnant. Ava didn't have a problem being pregnant. She didn't have a problem with what it cost to Sonny and Carly, the division it cost, because Ava was a walking reminder of Sonny's infidelity. It's just Carly ended up forgiving Sonny. I think, was it because Morgan died? You know what? I need some history from y'all. I'm mixing that up. Okay. Was Morgan dead or alive when Avery was born? That's one question. Sonny and Carly, they always have their little on again, off agains, but it was a shock that Ava was pregnant. So I think Sonny and Carly were on again. Now, if Morgan had died and Sonny slept with Ava at Morgan's funeral, but I'm kind of thinking it was somebody else's funeral. I may have to research that too. Then Sonny and Carly were a little bit separated because of the grief. They were both grieving and grieving differently, separately, and that kind of drove them apart for a minute. Okay. Let's see. We've got Annette. Annette says, who remembers if the evil one told the gang, I hate people who break up couples way back before showing their real selves. I hate people who break up couples. I don't quite understand that comment. Wonder if poor old Oz is the new papa for who's the Maury show? Oh, no. What you're saying is you're wondering, did Esme get Oz some sperm from Oz? Look, Esme is too prissy. Okay, definitely. And Esme barely wanted to sit on his couch. Do you think she would allow his class of man's sperm to impregnate her? Now, yes, I'm saying, look, Esme would do a plan, but even if she went to a sperm bank, she's going to pick somebody that's got a better pedigree there, right? And the reason why I would say that wouldn't happen, remember, Oz was trying to, when he came to Windermere, I told her the cops were talking to him and she better pay him. She better, pay him some hush money because he could tell about the phone. He also would have said, and don't forget who gave you that sperm. Don't forget, you owe me for something else too, girly. Yeah. So nah, and she would not get pregnant by Oz because at the end of the day, you can only pass off a baby for so long because the DNA is not gonna lie. Unless look, Esme is miraculous, right? So this 19-year-old would be able to engineer a break-in of the hospital DNA lab. Esme, that's piece of cake for her. Right. That's the way soap opera. That's the way General Hospital. No, that's the way soap operas write it. I was gonna say General Hospital, but nope, soap operas. And then Annette also says, will Trina come back from her trip safe, or is it the plan to kidnap her? Annette says, bet old Nick ain't the daddy. Well, we'll see. We shall definitely see. The assistant is the killer and evil one's mommy. Are you talking about the assistant mayor? Because we don't know nothing about her, but you know what? I don't know. She's a little tall and a little skinny. If we think about the one with the hook in the alley there with Oz, I don't think so. Is that too far out thinking? Well, you know what? Anything can happen because you know what Diane did say. Seems like I've seen her before. I just can't zero in on her face. That's a woman we've all seen before in General Hospital, but hasn't played a dominant role. And now do you see they're having her pop up now? So it could be. But the way Victor's putting her to work for him, I don't think she'd have enough time to be killing folks. I really don't. So Jocelyn, I'm trying to think. What would okay, Victor, we all know secretly he wants Ava dead. Victor, what would he have against Diane? I don't know. And Jocelyn. No, I don't know if I don't think Victor's behind that. Okay, and then Robin says Nina loves Charlotte so much that she would help Valentine with no question. Even if Trina goes with Rory, hope she's not hope she does not go all the way. I know she's not ready. Dante leaving Dex alone and Michael Dante leaves Dex alone and Michael with his plans. It is time to have peace in the Corinthos family and fight to keep control of the mob families. Love the recap. Yeah, Sonny's losing ground. And did you notice what Sonny said? He said, Michael, you've pretty much won. You got the dock master fired. You've individually gone to the majority of my suppliers. They're not carrying Corinthos coffee. You know, you proved your point. You could cripple me, right? But no, that's not good enough for Michael. It's not good enough for Michael. So Patricia says, if Esme told Nicholas donkeys could fly, he would believe. He is so stupid. Did Esme borrow that pregnancy pillow from Brooklyn? Well, apparently Nicholas touched her stomach, but you know what? Would he know what he's feeling? I don't know. Because those prosthetic pillows feel like skin on the outside. I don't know if he would know what he was feeling or not, right? Rory could be the killer because he hates the mother who rejected him, Miss Wu. And Trina wants all to wait, and he wants Trina all to himself. So he's going after Trina's friends to impress Miss Wu. Nah. Is that gonna make Miss Wu money? What impresses Selena Wu is make sure you pay me all of my money. He could be dressed in women's clothes. Well, look, that dark outfit is not a woman's clothes. It really isn't. It's not slendering. No, it's just I think Diane saw the face, and it's a woman's face. Anna Rihanna says for Sonny, guilt and innocent, it's a fine line. He's judge and jury. Dex is walking a fine line with Sonny now. Oh, Lucy, a Bond girl now. Not a Bond girl, you're not. No, she isn't. Trina and Rory, nope. You are hesitant, girlfriend. You aren't ready. You're not ready and willing. Let's see. And she's going to regret it. That's true. She's not ready, so she is definitely going to regret it. Trina I don't know about belongs to Spencer. Trina belongs to Spencer. Trina has secretly, she loves Spencer. She fell in love with Spencer. She's not in love with Rory. So therefore, she definitely shouldn't be sleeping with him. Michael, in his heart, wants it out, but his pride won't let him. Wants it over, but I know Sonny got to him. So your pride comes before your fall. Michael will fall. Yes, he will. And then it's going to be Sonny that's going to have to, Sonny won for it's going to be Nina. It's going to have to come to that rescue. Looking back, it's always the ones that thought they had Sonny that fell the hardest. Either something will happen to Sonny or Sonny will figure out what goes around comes around, Michael. And Nina if you're lucky. Now listen, Michael's went after Sonny before and put a hurting on him then. Michael's always been able to put a hurting on Sonny, and you want to know what? Sonny forgives him every time. Oh, Esme, you're a keeper. Oh, huh? Oh, Esme, you're a keeper. Woohoo. And it's on. Nicholas, you deserve everything coming to you. Yep. And Victor, in your corner. I agree that Spencer, when he comes home, he will be different. Ava's black boots are part of the winter attire. She always wears the black boots. Okay. What jacket does she wear too? Anyway, hello there says, I'd love to see Lucy accidentally fall in love with Victor. Me too. Because quite frankly, to me, the chemistry between Lucy and Victor is better between Lucy than Lucy and Martin. I actually like Lucy and Victor together, right? And when she realizes that he's not all he's cracked up to be, maybe we actually will see a poignant scene with her in tears, really. Hurt when he says, softly and very seriously, I'm sorry. We see with just a bit of humanistic qualities in him. Are we talking about Victor? Once he finds love, he gets giddy because he was that stupidly over the top with Obrecht. He just wanted that woman and just tried to swoon for her. He did. He goes ridiculously crazy when he falls in love with somebody. Don't sleep with him. All Lucy got to do is sleep with that man one time. One time. And she becomes goddess status for him. Really, really. Seeing him actually really truly feel bad for someone he actually cared for, that's a first for Victor. He did not want to believe that she was listening on that phone, and he actually doesn't know that she really was, but he knows she was in the room. He knows there's strawberries on there. I mean, yeah, you could say that chick was listening, but did she knock over the phone and just put it back? I accidentally knocked it over and I threw my purse on the bed and I put it back on the thing. That's all. This Chemo Beauty says, it should be very obvious that Esme is not the killer. I know, huh? Me and another viewer on another channel came to the agreement that it might be the protector for Trina's trial. The who? The prosecutor. The prosecutor for Trina's trial. So Rory, Trina, and Josh might be careful. Nicholas and Ava are finished, but Ava will just be fine because the word on the street is that Griffin is coming. But Griffin, oh, I liked Griffin. Oh my goodness. I really liked Griffin. See, but that's where, to get back at her mama, Kiki got with Griffin. Got with Griffin's Ava's boyfriend because Ava got with her boyfriend Morgan. Yeah, that was a little bit messy. That was messy. It's so convenient how Molly doesn't go to any functions with TJ, and Willow is looking, yeah, to him for comfort. I know. I hate to say it, but Nina may be onto something. Onto what? No. The reason why I say no, before Willow's diagnosis, there was no overt concern. This patient, yes, TJ is now a friend of hers, but pretty much is, and especially the course she's on, has a death sentence because she's not getting it treated. TJ is being a sympathetic, he is a very sympathetic person. I do not believe that there's anything other than that. Now, if we continue to meet in examining rooms so we can sneak in a quick hug. I mean, we walk into the nurse's station, you go tap Willow, Willow. You look like you need a hug. Come on. you know, then we gonna have some problems, right? But right now, with that delicate stage of where she is with her leukemia, and she's on really, really delicate ground. And we really haven't even gotten into the whole part of it yet, the whole her life or death, because look, they can't. Carly's out of town, so Carly can't tell Nina that's her daughter. And then Pamela says, this is who I suspect. This is who I suspect for the hooker as well. Oh, you're talking about that DA chick? You know what? I mean, the prosecutor. Yeah, the assistant ADA. We never really knew her before. She is petite and small. She could fit the bill. I mean, gosh darn it, that made her mad that she lost that case. So she is going to be willing to throw away her entire legal career for that. Maybe if they want some kind of scapegoat, maybe. Stranger things have happened. Yes, I also put that through the comments a while back. Really? Okay, y'all might be right. I agree with you. We're getting some people. We've got this chemo beauty, Pamela, Annette, and then this chemo beauty again. Probably her. You know what? We're going to mark that down as that is something you all said a while back. So it just might be. Lisa says, are you sure Victor will protect Esme? He'll protect the Cassadine heir, but first he'll want to make sure it's a Cassadine heir. Nicholas most likely will protect Esme, more likely to protect her than Victor. Patricia says that Victor will protect the Cassadine heir if it's really one. Yes, he will. So he will probably keep her prisoner somewhere until the baby comes and then dispose of her. Because, yeah, they do feel the mothers are dispensable unless they like the mothers. You know, they didn't kill Laura. Laura was a mother and they kept her around, then brainwashed her or wiped her memory. Then they did a whole bunch of crap to Laura. Lisa says that remember Helena shot her own daughter. I don't remember that. Wow. Victor is threatening to hurt Charlotte if Valentine doesn't do his bidding. I don't believe, no, he would never hurt Charlotte. Charlotte is a Cassadine. But you never know. He would never hurt Charlotte. He would just remove her and Valentine would never see her again. He would never hurt her, but Valentine would never see her again. Then Spencer thought Esme was pregnant. Victor suggested to pay Esme off and send the baby elsewhere. That's interesting. Not to keep it in the family. Oh, okay, we'll see what Victor might do. Okay, that was pretty good. I didn't even remember that, but yeah. Okay, and Lisa says it's kind of Dante's fault that Sonny tied Dex up like that. He hinted to Sonny that Dex could be the killer by all three attacks. I know Dante did do that. And that Sonny might not know him as well as he thinks he does. Dante should have known better than to say things like that around Sonny. That is so true. And Hello There says true, but doesn't it prove how horrible of a detective Dante is? Can't find his way out of a paper bag. He should have known that since Dex was connected to Sonny, then retaliation was right around the corner. I know. Since all three of the crimes, but then we had Brando and Diane, and we had the mama, his Sonny's baby mama. Oh, heck yeah. So now he ignores it based on Dex's word. Oh, yeah, now he ignores Dex, don't know who did it. And Jordan shows no accountability towards him either. She's even worse than Dante when it comes to solving crimes. Portia gave more clues about the Trina connection. Yep. Than all of the PCPD. Well, that's the way it works. Goodness. Lisa says, I agree with you. It's totally Dante's fault that Dex got beat up. He told Sonny, the police, what they had on Dex. And then hello there said, still Dante is stupid. Really? Pushing a blind eye to all of this. Meanwhile, wait until Sonny finds out that Michael is telling the truth to Dante about Dex after he offered to make amends with him. Yeah, Dante, Michael snitched. That's what Sonny said. Michael snitched. Michael told Dante. And then Sandy says, Michael called Sonny dad. Yes, he did for the first time. And here comes nosy Nina. And everything went right to hell. Yeah, I could say hell. That's not too bad. Nina doesn't want them back. They don't want. She doesn't want them to make up. She really, really doesn't. Until she is out of the picture, there is no hope for reconciliation. With Esme back, I wonder if Trina going out of town with Roy. I'm worried for Trina going out of town with Roy. Yeah, well, guess what? Trina's fine right now because Esme is indisposed, but we found that on the next episode. Gladys is Esme. Gladys is Esme's mother. I turn into Gladys first before that happens. Exactly. Gladys is not Esme's mother. Jane says, Miss Recap Lady, you make me laugh. Thank you. Sonny, and then Jane also says, Sonny doesn't do it technically, LOL. Doesn't do it technically. What do you mean? It's not, no, it is Woo's stooge. I don't quite understand that comment, Jane. And then Jane said, Luke and Laura are coming to Savoy or to salvage this, and Spinelli and Sonny. Luke and Laura are going to salvage this with Spinelli and Sonny. What's happening with Spinelli and Sonny? Spinelli, his little hookup dating service, that doesn't even count as a real storyline, does it? I'm so happy we haven't had to deal with that in forever. That's ridiculous. So that is comment corners for the 11th, Tuesday the 11th. Thank you for all those comments. And normally I put after every comment, I reply to your comment on the date of the show. I'm actually not, there's too many of them to do that for on this. So I'm just going to do the blanket. I have responded because that's just too much. You all know I read it. If you listen to this comment corner, you know. Now let's go to comments for yesterday. Comments for yesterday, October 12th. Cindy says, Esme put Nicholas his right hand on her stomach to feel that she's pregnant. She's devious. But the unborn child is innocent in all of this. Nicholas should get the pregnancy confirmed with the test. When the DNA test does determine if the baby is his, Esme will need OB care. Yes, she will need some care. He'll have some prenatal vitamins sent up there. If it's Nick's baby, and Victor finds out, Victor will make sure it is. She's protected. The Cassadine air is protected. Tom says, Joss is just like her mother was. You know what? No. Carly was out to wreak havoc on lives. Carly wasn't there, which is why Carly, once she knew or found out Nell was not innocent and Nell was really out to get them, Carly recognized Nell because Carly said, I was you. Scheming. Because remember, Nell went after, slept with Sonny or tried some drug Sonny, put her panties in the bed, left them there. Carly's like, I was you. I did you. So Jocelyn is not that. Jocelyn is not that type of person. And happily, right? Yeah. So no, I don't agree. Jocelyn was just like her mom. LaShunta says, I don't see a problem with Josh trying to talk to Dex. She did save him because the carver was going to carve him up. Yep, that's true. Dante is not a dummy. He knows Sonny did it, but Dex wouldn't turn. Nina got on my nerves. What gets me is if Ava had another chance with Kiki, would she give up? No. If Ava knew her daughter was going to die, no, she would not give up. But let's remember, Ava and Kiki were not, they were estranged. They were not close in the least at all because Kiki was with Griffin and Ava did not like that. So Ava would have to know that, oh, my daughter's going to die in a week. Okay. And then I love my Kiki. But Ava being Ava, not knowing that there could be imminent death, no, she was happy not speaking to Kiki. How did Esme get that big? I know, right? That bump just ballooned out there from scene to scene. That big. And how the baby survived the fall. And then it says Michael knows Joss's hard-headedness, that she's hard-headed. She think when it comes out that Willow 6, it will mend them. Will mend who? Maybe Jocelyn and Sonny, perhaps. Bet Nina will spread lies. I'm glad Nicholas finally got the upper hand on Esme. He's still a whole fool. I wouldn't I want to see if he tells Ava. No, he's not going to tell Ava that Esme's alive and pregnant. He's absolutely not going to tell her, which is another stupid idea of his. How does he think that he could get around that? How does he think it? Even if he could get close to Ava again, just the news of that baby would tear him apart. Bottom line, Ava should know right now. He should be calling her saying, look, let me tell you something. Now, I know I've screwed up, and now look, come on over here. Esme's not dead. I have her locked up, but I just got to brace you. And I know you may not speak to me. She's pregnant. He needs to just come clean because it's inevitable. Let her digest it on her own. But if you get her emotionally tangled back with you and then it comes out, oh my goodness. Oh no, Ava would not have, that would be the straw that broke the camel's back, right? And then it says, how does she tell Sonny not to forgive Michael, but she's ready to forgive Nicholas? That makes no sense. I don't think she said, don't forgive Michael. There's nothing for Sonny to forgive in Michael. Sonny is not upset at Michael. Michael has to forgive Sonny. What Ava said is, look, he's a grown man. Forget about him. He's grown. He's in his own relationships. Parents get divorced all the time. He'll deal with it. And that's harsh reality. He'll deal with it. And Ross says Joss needs to stop playing with Cam's head because Cam will get sick of it and do something like seeing what he can do to dig up on Dex. I know. Don't let Cam get involved with that because we don't know. Remember, Dex told Michael, look, I'm a mercenary for hire. Okay, I know how to handle myself. And Joss is getting on my nerves every day, acting like her mother. A snitch in training. I know. Carly was never really a snitch, though. Who did Carly snitch on? Joss is the snitch. No, Joss is acting like her daddy. Jax would snitch on anything. Snitch, that's Jax. That's the Jax in Jocelyn. Okay. And then Robin says, Cam, find a new love because Joss is no longer interested in you. I know. Esme has Nicholas scared. On top of blackmailing him, on top of blackmail that she's the killer, he locked her up to keep her and himself and the other ones and other people he loves safe. Lucy is enjoying playing danger with Victor, but he's nothing to play with. Victor is absolutely nothing to play with. And Nikisha says, I wonder if the room there has somebody held in the past. I know, isn't it funny? I was trying to remember. I wouldn't be surprised if Stefan and Stavros had held Laura there at some point. I bet there's a dumbwaiter somewhere, and I think that may be part of Esme's redemption arc. Uh, Keeping her there alone and pregnant may humanize her. I don't know. Esme can't be humanized. Um, I want this story, but I thought it was going to be Victor holding her. I need him to do something scarier than keep Charlotte, give Charlotte a free ride at a fancy school. And Dominique says, I don't think there was anything accidental about Michael spilling the beans about Dex to Cameron. And you know what, Dominique, when you said this comment, I read it earlier and I said, oh, I think she's right. Michael needed Josh to stay away from Dex, so telling Cameron is one way to get this done. You know what? Because I was wondering, Michael, why are you saying that? Why? You don't know. And you may be right, Dominique. I agree with you. Michael did that on purpose. Annette says, will we have a baby story with Willow and the evil one? I hope not. Will both babies be born in the park at midnight? Exactly. Uncle isn't as stupid as Daddy Dearest. He would come to the evil one or come to evil one. Yeah. Or you mean come to her defense? Now, we all know soap operas like to write in circles. They like to not have original storylines. They like to rehash storylines. I don't get it. I don't like it. The writers are paid good money. And we're in a whole new decade. We don't need to retell a story, the same one that was told too many doggone times on General Hospital. Too many times. Okay, we just dealt with Nell and Willow's son, that switch. Writers, please don't be that lazy. Don't be that lazy. That's ridiculous. So I'm hoping not. But look, the way they made Esme look, she looked further along than definitely Willow. But we all know Willow's baby's gonna come early because of her illness, right? Willow's baby's definitely gonna come early. But no, I do not want to see another switched at birth. That's too much and it's ridiculous. Let's see, where am I with the comments? Okay, and Annette also said Uncle better call Maury, Maury Povich, right? Is that show still on? Wow. Annette says the evil one's bigger than Willow. Yep, that baby bump is bigger now. Port Charles is running amok, and Carly is saving Jacksonville. Richard said, another great review, daily recap lady. You had me laughing with the Jocelyn statements. What I said on yesterday's recap, that I like to make fun of stuff that needs to be made fun of. Brooklyn says, Victor probably will use Martin as Esme's lawyer. Now that would be interesting. I think this storyline with Jocelyn and Dex reminds me of Carly and Jason's love friendship, always looking out for each other. I think though Jocelyn's a little more than just but you know what, Carly and Jason were together before she was with Sonny. Remember, she was with Jason. I even think they were living together until Sonny came in the picture. And boy, that mob boss struck a chord with that woman. She was never the same since. And Jason had to step aside. Sandy says that Jocelyn just stay away from Dex. Sorry, Cam. Esme got a better sense. Wait, Esme got bigger since yesterday. Yes, she did. Lucy is having too much fun playing with Victor. She doesn't realize she's playing with the devil. No, she doesn't. And Juanita says Sonny watches out for the whole city. I know he's watching out for the whole city as he's watching his business get shut down by Michael. So he's doing a whole lot of watching. Juanita says Esme locked at the top of the castle. That's a good storyline. Basement for the devil. Put her in a basement. Now she needs to be up on top. So if she tries to get out, she's falling into the water. Jane says, you are fine. You can't read all of them. She's meaning the comments. All of them, you can't read them all, and tell us about the story on top of it. I know sometimes I do get a little tired. But that's why I'm doing it today, because I am having fun with doing it today. And Rihanna says Jocelyn is tripping herself up with Cam over Dex. And when she gets caught, it won't be her fault for being thoughtless and inconsiderate towards Cam. Nothing is ever her fault. That bump is bigger than the room. Everybody noticed that. I mean, they had to do a whole wardrobe change on her with that. Nicely played, Nicholas. Now, Esme is lethal. No room can contain her. That is so true. No room can contain her. So Sonny's foot soldiers are protecting the fine citizens of Port Charles, and Jocelyn, no one called you to rescue Dex. That's right. Remember, don't call me if you have to on a meat hook. No one's asked you for anything. Take and get some rest. I know she's making it like she's just been the one everybody needed. Karen says, but can you take a fall like the fall she took and hit that water from that height and everything else and still be pregnant? Isn't that interesting? A woman can fall down probably 13 to 14 steps on a soap and she loses her baby. Esme falls from a parapet on top of this cliff on this, at Windermere down to the water. She in the freezing water, that trauma, and she's still pregnant. You're right, Karen. Come on now. Sandy says only in Port Charles, and Richard said facts. It's like only in Port Charles. And then Jane says maybe Faison. I don't know what that meant. Faison what? Karen says Nicholas got Esme. LOL. Yes, he did. And the last comment from yesterday's episode, Jane says, I feel bad for Cameron. You know what? If they showed Cameron's character on the show more, see, I know he's reoccurring, so I'm only going to feel reoccurringly bad for Cameron. Only reoccurringly bad. So anyway, everybody, thank you so much for the comments. On comment for 2 days of Comment Corner. It's been fun. It felt like I was kind of talking to you this whole time, back and forth, back and forth. Just please like, subscribe to this channel if you haven't liked and subscribed. If this is the first thing you're seeing of my channel, normally I do a daily recap of General Hospital and I get to the comments right after my recap. But it was a little late last night and there were a lot of comments, almost 40, and then another 21 today. So that's why I said, you know what? I'm going to do a special Comment Corner. But please come back to the channel. I'll be back later today with another daily recap of General Hospital, and I will be back with a recap of The Young and the Restless. So I will see you later.